So today we're going to talk about heat maps. Heat maps are something that marketing agencies will use to show you where you are currently ranking in what Google refers to as the map pack in relations to your Google business profile. And so these reports are not new by any means, but they have been consistently used more and more by marketing agencies to both sell you and then resell you on the results that they are currently quote unquote getting. And when you see it as a report often, consistently and things like that, if you go to work with another marketing agency, you're typically seeing, or at least we're typically seeing, that people are like, hey, I want this report weekly. I need this over and over and over again. And while we provide these reports to our clients, it's not necessarily a report that has a lot of consistent reporting on that. And what I mean by that is these heat map reports are third-party tools. You always got to take a third-party tool with a grain of salt that can be easily manipulated both on the front end and on the back end, and doing all of these things consistently. And so with SEO, which is really what the Google business profile is, as far as a type of a service, you should be looking at these things month over month, not day over day, week over week, all of these different things. And the reason why businesses love the heat maps is because it's really cut and dry in terms of what you're seeing. There is green, there's yellow, and then there's red, essentially, as the three main colors. So when you see a bunch of green on that map, things are really, really good. It means you're in the top 1 to 3. And then below that, you'll see yellow, and then anything beyond that, 20 and below, all the other stuff, you'll see a bunch of red, and then there's some mixtures of colors depending upon which heat map platform you're utilizing. But the reason why, and I'm having conversations with a lot of people right now about the heat maps, the reason why you have to be very, very careful about the heat maps is because it's manual information that somebody is putting in order to spit out that pretty little report. And typically what we see when a marketing agency will send you a report, let's say you're working with another agency and somebody offers you an audit, or you're just doing everything on your own, or your first, you basically are going to hire your first marketing agency, and then you see this report. Well, typically what they will do when they're manipulating the report or running that first report is they'll use a very, very large service area. So we'll just use St. Louis for an example. They'll do like a 40 to 60 mile radius around St. Louis. And then they'll also use a very, very competitive keyword. So they'll do just like auto glass repair near me, for example, or digital marketing company, digital marketing agency near me. The stuff that people are typically searching, and they're not necessarily going to tie St. Louis to it because a lot of people are just wanting somebody near and local and close to them, right? So in that report, again, whether you're doing this on your own, you're working with another marketing agency, it'll be like, hey, Adam, wow, like literally your auto glass company, you're ranking in this little tiny area, but everything else just absolutely sucks. And the reason why it sucks is because your SEO isn't good. So the company that you're currently using just doesn't know what exactly it is they're doing. When in reality, it's because that service area that they put on that map picture is so freaking massive. There's no SEO in the world that can really help paint that picture any better than what it already is. And they're also using a very, very competitive keyword. Now, a lot of times people will fall for that. And that's one factor of SEO, right? There's so many different factors that go into SEO, but that heat map, what we consistently see is that people will just jump ship from what they're currently doing because of that heat map. And then what we see about a month in, and there's some pretty big, large agencies that are out here that are doing this. So I feel sorry if you're watching this video and you're like, crap, this just happened to me. But what they'll do about a month in is they'll be like, hey, Adam, I just ran this report for you, and we're absolutely crushing it. And I've literally seen these agencies like do a side-by-side comparison, thinking that their clients just aren't going to realize the differences. But what they'll do is about 30 days in, they'll send a new report, and all of a sudden there's all this freaking green and yellow and crushing it everywhere. Well, what they did is they lowered the service area. So they made the actual picture that you're looking at smaller. And then they made the keyword a less difficult keyword. So from auto glass repair near me, they made it auto glass repair St. Louis, where if you had the entire United States as far as in that heat map, and somebody typed in auto glass repair in California or Florida or Texas, the results are still going to be the same because they're not looking near them, right? And so these reports, again, you just have to take these things, especially the heat maps, and really any third-party audit tool with a grain of salt, because they are used by agencies to sell and then resell you real early on, where not a whole lot has changed. You know, a lot of times people think that when they switch to a marketing agency and the phone starts ringing more immediately because of SEO in the first 30 days, that it's that new agency, when a lot of times, even if things were crushing it or not going well, there's nothing really that agency was doing in that 30 days to make it go up or down. Now there's going to be some of those outliers, but those are just some things to take into consideration as you're looking at marketing agencies and people are selling with those heat maps. It's a great tool, right? When used correctly, this is giving you incredible information. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions about heat maps, SEO, hiring marketing agencies, all of those types of things, feel free to leave a comment below or send me a message, and check out AdamMcChesney.com. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and we'll see you next time.